Hello everybody and welcome to another video where I rank them. I rank all the weapons on this time the Pyro because Pyro is my main. I play Pyro. Burn me at the stake, Frenchie. But anyway, this video we will be talking about the Pyro weapons of Pyroness. Pyro in TF2 is more of a supportive class than people like to give him credit for. Unfortunately, the French gaslight you. Don't listen to the French people. Don't listen to the French people. Don't listen to the French people. Don't listen. Actually.
Número 26.
Número Venezuela. The gas passer. Everybody's second favourite fart joke which was added in the Jungle Inferno update. That weapon was a fart. They added fart juice to TF2. Let's go. But this is the worst weapon in the game. It doesn't do anything. There's no purpose to it. It's like, what if, like, Pyro can already burn people in the masses. He doesn't need to do that again. That's kind of like his entire thing. That would be like if they added a melee for Demo Man, which allowed him to make big explosions to hit a bunch of people. Or a melee for Medic, which allowed him to heal a bunch of people for big health. Oh, wait. But hey, at least it's the only weapon to get a proper buff, not bug fix, in the past 7 years. Well, I just want to, like, reminisce how Jungle Inferno was more of a balance patch and a bug fix than an actual update. 2 fart jokes, 2 horrible weapons. We'll be seeing the other one very soon. And a mediocre weapon, and the best weapon they added was the second banana. But the loser. The best weapon was for the loser. What if we gave the second banana to the Pyro? That would be way better. Pyro could get way more use. It's a boring weapon. But, like, it's enough reminiscing about how bad Jungle Inferno was. Now, time to actually talk about the gas passer. 60-second recharge time on the worst effect any of the grenades have. Why would you add this, Valve? However, there is one smidge of dopamine, the Neon Annihilator and Gas Passer combo, or how I like to call it, the wet fart. Mother, can we have disciplinary action? Of course, honey, but we have disciplinary action at home. Disciplinary action at home. The hot hand. It's a weapon of all time. It is 26 damage, but you slap twice. This is the other horrible weapon that I was talking about in the Jungle Inferno rant. It also induces something in Pyro whenever he slaps. Maybe it's a dopamine rush, maybe it's copious amount of drugs. But Pyro now goes double speed and slaps more people really fast when he slaps people. There's one redeeming factor about the gas passer, the wet fart. But does the hot hand have a wet fart? No, it just slaps people. The most likely way you'll get kills is people kill binding because they think it's funny after you slap them. Yeah, this weapon sucks. But it doesn't smell. Number 24. You laughed at that, didn't you? The fire axe, or the frying pan, or the ham shank, or the golden frying pan, or the bat out of hell, or the conscious objector, or the pretty machete, or the railroad one, or the freedom staff, or the saxy, or the memory maker, or the... There has to be one more, right? But anyway, 65 damage every 1.8 seconds. That's like 81 DPS, I think. That's pretty good. That's no way that's the third worst pyro weapon in the game, and arguably the third worst weapon in the game altogether, because pyro has a lot of bad weapons, what can I tell ya? But this weapon is... It's not the best. It's because it has one fatal flaw. The third degree exists, and the flamethrower exists, and the power jag exists, and the extinguisher exists, and the back scratcher exists, and any other better option exists. But the pyro does not gain anything from smacking people with their melee. Oh god damn it. Oh yeah, the memory maker, that was it. But pyro has a flamethrower. Flamethrowers are good at being a flamethrower, controversial opinion, I know. They aren't like a sniper rifle. Pyro thrives in close range combat except for when he's unlucky because random crits are fun. Number 20! What sound effect am I supposed to do for the volcano fragment? This weapon... You remember when I called the gas passer redundant? Yeah, this gives the... And the fire axe redundant. This gives the incredible effect of burning people in a close range. Oh, gee, oh, howdy, I sure do wish that the pyro could do that. He can't do that normally. That's something which is only restrained for high-level classes like Heavy with his Huolong heater. The only reason this weapon is ranked higher than the fire axe is because the very rare chance you get either Sandcastle, Die Groot Keep, or the third one, which is medieval mode, it's actually pretty good. Other than that, you can do the thing where you defend it with the Scorch, sure. If you don't have the Scorch, it can be pretty good with the Flog, but not really though, because it's... I don't even think it's like afterburn. Don't even think it counts as fire damage, so only the afterburn applies for damage, so it's probably just better to melt them with your WM1ing brain dead strategy. Some more on the Flog in like a couple, maybe like 20 minutes, I don't know. Number 23! Third degree. Medics aren't real, this is TF2. You don't get healed, you die on alone. This weapon would be... This is the only direct upgrade in the game, so technically it's the best weapon in the game. No. But in all seriousness, oh my god, this is a 4-minute clip and I'm not gonna cut anything because I don't want to do it. Anyway, so what is there to talk about the third degree? If you do happen to maybe see a rare, wild, endangered medic, then you smack him round the face with the third degree. It's as easy as that. He dies. You're happy. That's not actually what would happen though. Heavy weapons guy is definitely fun to play against and will kill you instantly. You don't get a chance to live. Living is not an actual thing you can do with this weapon. But hey, there's this little cool thing where if you do this taunt with it, it goes like... How did you like my guitar impression? I'm like a real boy. The worst part about this clip is it's not even cool. It's just me encountering 3 Demoman and an A-posing scout and getting scared in the corner. Oh my god. How long is this gonna go on for? I'm not gonna cut it because I don't want to. This is the most awkward area in... So then... The third degree. I don't know why it's called the third degree, because that would imply that it's 3 degrees, which doesn't really bode well with the Pyro class, because Pyro implies fire. Last time I checked, last time I measured fire with a thermometer, the thermometer exploded, and mercury went in my eye. So, that probably implies that it's hotter than 3 degrees. It doesn't matter if you're Celsius or gibberish. Since I want to play out the whole clip for some reason, because I'm just like that, I don't want to waste good clip potential. Here's how dead you are for every class. Scout, the medic can just run away. Pyro, if you're running at Pyro with your melee, you deserve to die. Soldier, Aero Blast, his rockets to kill the medic. Don't run at him with your melee. Demo, that thing has crits. You will die. Heavy, I think we've already discussed this. If you don't know what will happen, you've never played against a heavy before. Engineer, if you don't know what will happen, you've never played against an engineer before. Medic, yeah, that's the point of the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Spy, that never happens. Sniper, that never happens. So, the third degree sucks. It's even ugly. It's not even a nice looking weapon. And unlike every other laser weapon, and it and the Eureka effect are the only 2 that you can't buy in real life. Well, anymore. But you used to be able to buy the Righteous Bison in real life. You can have bad laser gun in real life. Number 22. What is that noise? Ah! Baby shark! Baby shark! Finally! I can roleplay Baby Shark Doo-Doo in my favourite video game, Team Fortress 2! This means so much! All us shark lovers are having an underwater dream right now! Yeah, that sounded better in my head. But anyway, moving on to the Neon Annihilator. The proper way to be a shark in Team Fortress 2. This weapon has 3 uses. Being a baby next to your engineer, just you're too stupid to use the home wrecker. Using it with the wet fart combo. I've talked enough about how great the wet fart combo is and how it's the only reason people ever use the gas passer. Anyway, and now for using it with the water, what it was intended for. Except for there's only one map which has enough water for you to be a shark. 2 Fort. And 2 Fort is a kiddie pool. This is where the babies live. And you know what the babies do in pools? They piss. You know what you'll be feeling like after using this weapon? Piss. However, counterintuitively, one of the main stats this weapon has is a 75% damage penalty, meaning you can't one-shot pyros or demos, meaning it's not even that good at being a shark weapon. The Market Gardener would actually probably be better, because you can, like, stay in the water. If you want to be a shark, be soldier with the Market Gardener. Why hit people with giant neon signs when can hit people with spoon? In all honestly, can somebody please comment if that works? Because if so, that's broken and just oh so sad for the Pyro's Neon Annihilator taunt. Oh so sad for the Pyro sitting, waiting for a high five. In the corner, in the sewers, in the kiddie pool that's filled with urine. I don't know, man. What do I put here? Number 21. I am here to give you a present, maggot. Here, take this god-blessed American gun and wield it to destroy your enemies, Pyro. The reserve shooter is something that I'm saving for a different video. Number 20! You know, if I had a nickel for every time that the pyro weapon had a useless purpose because that's what the flamethrower already did, I would have 3 nickels! 3 nickels! That's too many nickels! I don't need this many nickels! This is too many nickels! But anyway, the Melter of Men, the Man Melter, was a weapon added in the Dr. Goobert update, or whatever it was called, and its main purpose is to extinguish people and act like a flare gun. It's basically a worse flare gun, but unlike beta male third degree, it is an alpha male and is real. You could get the 3rd degree in real life. And this weapon is a pew-pew gun. It shoots lasers and is one of the fastest projectiles in the game. What could be the downside for this? It has a 2-second firing speed. This is the slowest firing speed in the game as far as I'm aware that this is the fairest. It probably is one of the slowest firing speeds in the game. Other than behind maybe the Number 19. The worst weapon in this game. Because I don't like it. I hate every bit of this weapon and its demonic brother, the Scorch Shot. This feels like a weapon that specifically outright designed to be brain dead. Specifically designed to make Pyro the most hated class in the game. Specifically designed to be easy. Specifically designed for babies. Baby men who can't fight for real. Specifically designed for people that don't know how to do timing, don't care about their teammates. Specifically designed for people that want easy kills. This weapon I hate. No aeroblast. It's the worst flamethrower. How is it the most used flamethrower? Those oomph crits, they always get themselves killed. They're a waste of a team slot, a waste of an item. This goddamn weapon. Stupid. Stupid weapon. I hate the Phlogistinator. Well, that was like a lot. Crits really don't do that much because no Pyro is smart enough to use them when they were at a HP level of above 20 and not surrounded by 10 different people who are all gonna kill them instantly. Being able to instantly annihilate everybody is real nice, but if you can't even react to when you're dying, it's not gonna do very much, honey. So I just want to tell you that if you use this weapon, I will find you. I won't, and this time, I won't be too lazy to just tell somebody. I'll come and get you myself. Don't use the vlog. 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 Can you tell I'm just trying to wait for the clip to be over? Don't use the vlog. Don't use the vlog. Don't Use the voice. Come on, don't do it. Come on, you won't do it. You won't do it. Is that another one? Don't tell me there's another one coming up. Finally, it's almost over. I hate this weapon. Number 18. Oh! The jetpack, the thermal thruster, the flyy farty, everybody's favourite jungle inferno fart joke. The other one wasn't as funny. The jungle this weapon allows Pyro to like set off to the skies. This is like Pyro's version of the sticky jumper. And this is about the board meeting, because I like recreating board meetings perfectly. That's my superpower. Anyway, you know, I love playing Pyro, but I also like rocket jumping. Oh, well, have you tried the detonator? No, that one's too hard. Reflect jumping? Too inconsistent. Playing soldier? No! Playing demo? No! Wrangle jumping? No! Give me an example. Fine, we'll put a rocket launcher on Pyro. No! Rocket jumping is too hard. But I thought you just said you liked it. Shut up! Fine, we'll give him a jetpack which takes no skill to do the exact same thing as what rocket jumping does. Good. Number 17. The Homewrecker. By the way, this is real gameplay and not a scuffed animation. Anyway, the Homewrecker's biggest quality is being able to remove sappers and mess with spies even more than it already does. I sure do love the Homewrecker because bullying the French is fun. I enjoy bullying the French, and you too should enjoy bullying the French people. This is why I love the Homewrecker, because the French don't deserve... but you can destroy this thing, the sapper, in one hit, which probably it shouldn't be able to do because that's kind of unbalanced. But I don't really care. You can also destroy buildings with it, which doesn't matter at all because Pyro building, that doesn't work out very well. No. Number 16. There are 3 things this weapon has in common with the sharpened volcano fragment. Pyro melee, good in medieval mode, and what am I supposed to put for this starter thing? Raking leaves? I tried that, it doesn't sound good. But anyway, the back of Scratchuff has nothing to do with the back hitbox at all. But what it does have is a 25% damage boost and taking like a lot more health from health packs. And that is actually like really good. Like this is one of Pyro's 3 good melees. The Homewrecker is an honorable mention, but I only ranked it so high because I enjoy bullying the French dudes. This weapon is very hit people. It is one of the few damage boosting weapons in Team Fortress 2, which is actually good, which is impressive in its own right because it's a damage weapon. However, it does have one downside where you have 75% less healing rate by the doctors. This doesn't matter. And I will explain to you why this doesn't matter. Because medics aren't real. What came to the 3rd degree's demise came to the back scratches thrive, as this weapon usually in most servers becomes a direct upgrade from stock, making it once again another 3rd degree. This is the fourth thing which is similar to another Pyro melee. And I have mentioned 3. This is the start of the holy trinity of the Pyro melees, with the other 2 being the extinguisher and the power jack. Spoiler warning. I know, I'm spoiling the entire plot for you. You can never watch it again. You could never see this coming, could you? But this weapon, it's just really good. The random crits can like kill everyone more than they already do. It's also just got a good finisher. It's like you can finish people off. Not as good as the extinguisher, but still a very good finisher. a very good utility and an all-around very strong weapon. Doesn't pair well with the Flog because it is one of the ones which incentivizes hitting people, and Flog users can only hit Scorches and WM1, but it does pair well with every other option. It pairs well with the Dragon's Fury because of its high range. Pairs well with the Flamethrower because everything pairs well with the Flamethrower. Pairs well with the Degreaser because you can switch easily to it. And pairs well with the Backburner because you're usually going to be behind people, which is where it's easiest to hit people with your melee. It also pairs well with the Flare Gun to finish off those triple combos. The Jetpack to jetpack onto people and kill them almost instantly. It also works quite well as an option, much like the Detonator, as it could obviously just kind of like being a budget thermal thruster, but better. So not really a budget thermal thruster. The thermal thruster is a budget detonator. Even its only weakness, the health healing reduction from medics, really isn't that much because, one, it encourages you to be a lone wolf on your own without teammates, so that doesn't really matter as you can heal so much from health packs. Two, it also increases uber duration. It is just a pretty solid weapon, to be honest. There isn't much I can say about this beyond this point because it's just good. I respect the back scratcher. All my homies respect the back scratcher. Go use the back scratcher in a pub. That would be pretty cool. Do it, please. Number 15. Oh man, this party kind of sucks. I wish somebody cool would happen. Oh my god, it's him! It's the coolest guy on the block. It's the Flare Gun! Look, this is such a cool weapon. Look at this. Look at this. Wonderful. That is just the greatest thing I've ever seen. Beautiful. I love this. That is such a wonderful, amazing weapon. This crits on burning enemies can make some of the coolest stuff you've ever seen. That was pretty cool. I've seen cooler things done by people which are better than me. I'm pretty good. But that was like... I'm cool, okay? Because I hit that shot. If there is one weapon which people respect you for using, it's the Flare Gun. This is the most based weapon in the game, one of the most well designed. It's incredible. I can't hate the Flare Gun. It is so good. It's fun. It's not even enraging to fight against because of how high skill ceiling some of the shots you can do are. This is one of the top 10. This is the coolest weapon in the game. Unfortunately, no Pyro ever uses it, because unfortunately a little weapon called the Scorch Shot exists. All this Scorch Shot business, the Flare Gun is just one of the better weapons in the game, and none of this Scorch, it's not to take away from how cool and great the Flare Gun is. It is one of the better weapons in this game. Unfortunately, Pyro just has a really big kit, so it's actually on the lower half. But go use this weapon. Go use this with the back scatter. Not the back scatter, the back scratcher. I'm an idiot. Don't use the back scatter unless you're going to pair it with the Mad Milk and the Boston Basher, because then it's just not very good. But then it's also got one of Pyro's biggest problems in the bag, the range problem. Pyro has big range problem. This isn't a good way to balance a class. Balance a class around something more fun and counterable, Valve. If this, however, makes it possible to just 2-tap light classes. Probably maybe 2-tap medics if you wait for a while. Free shot everything, free shot soldiers and demos, but not Pyros. And then just not do very much to heavy, because Pyro can never have anything for heavy. It's the law, and if Pyro has something for heavy, everybody will die. And that would be pretty crunch. Number 14. Roar, I'm a dragon. Dragon, these nuts. The Dragon's Fury. The second cool weapon in a row. It has a lot of good things, like it has the highest damage per second of any Pyro weapon, the longest range, but unfortunately, no Pyro main knows how to aim. Thus, it's actually completely useless and deserves to be at the bottom. But hey, we're halfway there. Whoa! By the looks of how long this video is, probably not actually halfway there. Now I would love to read you out the stats, but then I would make this already 2-hour long video into a 4-hour long video because of how long the stats are for this thing. It's not even red and blue text. It's just 3 paragraphs of white text. Nothing there. Why? I'll do it anyway. They have a shared pressure tank for ult and primary fire. Launches a fast-moving projectile that briefly ignites enemies. Alt fire releases a blast of air that pushes enemies and projectiles, extinguishing teammates that are on fire. Extinguishing teammates restores 20 health, deals 300% damage on players, 50% pressurization rate on hit, negative 50% pressurization rate on alt fire. This powerful single shot flamethrower resolves consecutive hits with faster reloads and bonus damage. That was a lot. Also, it says faster reloads, but actually it's got slower reloads. Possibly the best part of this weapon is that it rewards Pyro for, well, makes Pyro's matchups better in the classes which Pyro absolutely cannot deal with, but makes Pyro's ones which he dominates less pulverizing. Engineer, Spy, Demo, Knight, and Heavy. All will become less pulverizing for both players. Number 13. I am to Spy. Have you ever wanted to play Spy? But Spy is a bad class, so you want to play Pyro instead, who is also a bad class, so you're stupid. But Spy is also bad class, so use the back burner. You could be a Spy, but not in Spy class. You could be Spyro. That, like the dragon. Get Spyro. That's why it's got a dragon head. There's no way that's why it has a dragon head, because Spy and Pyro make, yeah. But it also has 50 air ammo for an aero blast. Oh no! What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna realise that people they'll always forget that you actually can still aeroblast and aeroblast people away into their death because they are stupid and idiots. Now, personally, I think this is my second favourite Pyro flamethrower, because this allows me to turn off my brain and WM1 through entire armies of people, as well as it's very pair well with the thermal thruster to be able to kill hundreds of trillions of people with 300 damage per second brain dead strategies. And I quite like brain dead strategies when other people aren't the ones using those brain dead strategies, and also it's not the Phlogistinator. This weapon also gets more crits than the Phlogistinator, because the Phlogistinator is bad. Don't use the Phlogistinator. Don't. The old back burner used to have no eyeball on the thingy, which is why sometimes the eyeball just doesn't load. That's just a fun fact about the Pyro backburner. Ignore what just you saw and heard. Ignore what you just saw and heard. Do it. The backburner, yeah, it's a pretty solid weapon. I would say it's only slightly better than the Dragon's Fury, but like, the Dragon's Fury is still a good flanking weapon. But really, all of Pyro's primaries are better at flanking than the stock primary, which is strange when you think about it. Number 12. The stock shotgun. Give it up for the stock shotgun. This weapon is based. The stock shotgun is such a reliable 90 damage per hit weapon. There is like no downside to this thing. No clip reduction, no damage reduction, no weird thing with damage accuracy or whatever. Random crits. This weapon, it's just a solid weapon. It's a great weapon all around. Give it up, like, give it up for the stock shotgun. Good job, stock shotgun, of just being a fan favourite. Nobody hates on the stock shotgun. Every class other than heavy, which has the stock shotgun, sees it as a viable, solid option. Pyro probably gets the most use of the shotgun other than engineer, because duh, he's got it as primary. This weapon, there's not much to talk about for this weapon, but I've got to like fill in clip time for some reason. So I'm just gonna keep on telling you how, like, this weapon, 90 damage, it's a good finisher. Good job, stock shotgun. The stock shotgun is also an honest weapon. In a world of dead ringers, Darwin's danger shields, phlogistonators, and scorch shot, this weapon stands out with the rest of having no gimmicks, no more one-shots, no more resistances, no more immunities. This weapon, it's just honest. There is no... If you die to the stock shotgun, they were better than you, unless it was a random crit, because that doesn't mean anything. The stock shotgun is a great, reliable, solid, good 7 out of 10, very pat on the back, great job stock shotgun weapon. Unfortunately, it gets overshadowed by the stroke, so that's a bit sad, isn't it? What the hell was that? Anyway, number 11! Screaming Eagles! Was that really the sound effect I chose? It was just me doing a soldier impression? The detonator, or the budget thermal thruster. But the thermal thruster came last, and it's also worse. The thermal thruster is a budget detonator. The detonator is a solid weapon, a combination of the rocket launcher and the flare gun to make what is a very good weapon, and is also the last well-designed flare gun they ever made, because after that they made the man melter, which is bad, and the scorch shot. Don't use the scorch shot. We've already done this bit, don't do it again. Okay, the detonator. This is a nice little mobility option for the hit class Pyro. It allows him to jump. Yay. And also allows him to do chip damage from across the map. Well, it's not really chip, but it allows him to apply afterburn in large quantities from across the map without much commitment. Unlike the gas passer, which requires much commitment, usually you die, and also it applies afterburn, with the easiest way to apply said afterburn being using the flamethrower. The gas passer isn't very good. I'm complaining about the gas passer, but after the gas passer's over, it's been like 16 places since the gas passer. And I'm still complaining about the gas passer. The detonator also can help with movement, range, and every other Pyro weakness, like movement and range, but not damage per second. It doesn't help with damage per second. None of Pyro's secondaries help with damage per second other than the panic attack. It's so sad. The detonator also allows you to make very good skips. It allows you to jump onto the high tower, and probably get up to that balcony on 2 Fort, but unfortunately I only play on high tower, so I wouldn't know. And now I need to talk about the detonator for another like 2.5 minutes, which is a shame because I've ran out of things to talk about the detonator. So here's a list of the stats that I will be reading out right now. Let me just look it up. Yes, I don't script my videos. The detonator isn't real. Detonator. Okay, finally. It took forever to load. I was scared that it crashed. Detonator. Level 10 flare gun. 100% mini crits versus burning players. 25% damage penalty. Negative 50% damage to self. Alt fire. Weapon detonates flare. This weapon will reload automatically when not active. There isn't enough stats to fill in this segment. This is just a really weird bit. Oh, no. Not really weird bits. I'm not used to making those. I've never done that before. I've never done the detonated weird bits before. But if you want some more facts about the detonator, you might be looking at Gang Garrison 2, which is a TF2 fan project, where instead of calling the Demo Man the Demo Man, it's called the Detonator. They are totally unrelated, by the way. This game seems pretty cool. If you're interested in a 2D TF2, maybe go get it. I don't know. This is a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. Yeah. I should probably cut clips, shouldn't I? Anyway, this weapon pairs also well with the back burner because of its ability to be a budget thermal thruster, which means you can use it for movement to get better flanks on people. And this also, it has some matchups against other classes. It's pretty mediocre against the scout because, come on, it's a scout. What's he gonna do? Like, dance? It also is pretty. It also has the ability to be bad against the soldier because, come on, what's he gonna do? It's because you can aeroblast his rockets. Do that instead. That's way better than shooting mediocre damage at him. Anyway, Pyro, it's almost completely pointless. Unless you want to start those luck-based WM1 fights, you can make them no longer luck-based, unless they have a shotgun in which you immediately lose the fight. Against Demo, it's pretty solid. I mean, it makes chip damage, but you can always aeroblast his pipes back to do more damage, so it's not that amazing. Heavy, it's pointless, but everything with Pyro is pointless against Heavy, so that nothing changes. Against Engineer, it's also pointless, because how are you going to even hit him? Against Medic, it's actually pretty solid, because any chip damage against Medic is pretty good. Sniper, it's insane, and you should use it if there's a sniper on the enemy team that is pestering you, because you can just turn him off for like 8 seconds, which is pretty solid. There's also there's also Spy, which probably just WM1 in his general direction. He'll kill binds. So yeah, and if you want to hear about Demo Night, aeroblast him away. Don't use stuff like this. The Detonator turns out to being a pretty solid weapon, as it's got like 2 bad matchups and 2 good matchups. One of which, those 2 good matchups though, are 2 of the most powerful classes in the game. And also they are way more impactful than the 2 bad matchups. Number 11! Panic Attack. I love the Panic Attack. The Panic Attack is it's the highest range kill count in the game. I've only recently actually got any strangers, so it's only at 388, which is higher than anything else. Nothing even hits a 300. But I love the Panic Attack. I love the Panic Attack so much. The Panic Attack it's basically a direct upgrade from stock, because you can hit them with 100 damage shots. Pair this with the Degreaser and you can have one of the highest DPSs in the game. I love the Panic Attack so much. Use the Panic Attack. The Panic Attack is goated. I love the Panic Attack. I love the Panic Attack. It is so fun. I love it. I love the Panic Attack. I love it. The Panic Attack is one of my favourite weapons in this entire game. The Panic Attack is... the Panic Attack... I'm sorry to say, but we just found your YouTube man. He was having a panic attack and now he is dead. We are very sorry to have this incredibly sad event happen to Demo Man Gaming Pepsi Frog. Demo Man, what? Why is that his name? Anyway, but he took the name Panic Attack a bit too literally, and he has panic attack now. He is dead. The end. All in memory of Demo Man Turnip Frog. I forgot his name, okay? It is a sad day to be alive. But Demo Man Gaming Pepsi Frog, something like that, has unfortunately passed away at the age of 5 years old. Anyway, he had a heart attack because he took the name Panic Attack too literally. That is the end of his life. He also did nothing but make a mediocre YouTube channel and played TF2 for over 1,000 hours, as well as play Smash Bros for over 1,500 hours, and have a really long amount of hours on Minecraft. Anyway, that is the sad and disappointing end to his life. He probably could have done a lot more, but unfortunately he didn't. He decided to play Team Fortress 2 for his entire life. This is very sad, because he spent most of that playing against cheaters. I'm back from the grave and I'm ready to talk about the panic attack. No, you need to stop talking about the panic attack. You're going to die. I love the panic attack. It's like 100 damage. It helps with heavy matchups. You can fight heavies. Did I say that nothing on Pyro's kit would allow him to fight heavies? Well, this one is the exception. You can fight heavies bad, which is better than everything else in the second worst matchup in the game. Unless you count Demo Knight as a class. The Panic Attack is so goated. I love the Panic Attack. You can win the Pyro matchup. The Scout matchup is easier because he has incredibly high DPS. The Heavy matchup, I just talked about the Heavy matchup. You can get in the Demo Man's face and kill him even faster. The Soldier could get two. This is the only secondary you could have against the Soldier because of the fast switch speed. Let's go. This you can use them. You can use him against the Engineer because that won't do anything actually. I'm sorry, but you could use it against the Demo Man, which I already talked about. You could use it against the Medic, which won't do very much because you shouldn't be that close to a Medic if you're playing Pyro. You can use it against the Spy to finish him off. You can use it against the Sniper to make him flinch for a bit. This weapon is so goated. I love this weapon. I love the Panic Attack. I love it. I love it! I am very sorry to find that them. Number 10! The Extinguisher is a based weapon. I love the Extinguisher. This weapon is like the flare gun, but I smack people with it, and also it doesn't require aim, and I'm a Pyro main. So aim is not something I even know what that means. This is also the second weapon in the trinity of combo Pyro weapons of super skill. This weapon is really cool. Extinguisher also allows Pyro to basically get super speed, like Pyro does something with after hitting a dopamine rush of a smash and goes to super speed mode after smacking somebody for the head with your big axe. This then makes Pyro 3 seconds of the fastest class in the game. And then you go back to being normal speed, which is the equivalent of depression. The Extinguisher also has the incredible quality of being able to do anywhere between 80 to 170 damage, since the flamethrower flare guns and the volcano axe fragment also all deal damage. It means the combo can usually go between one-shotting nothing to one-shotting 7 of the 9 classes and leaving one of them crippled to being completely, all of them, basically useless until they find a health pack and easy kills for you. Unless the Heavy is revved, because Pyro can't have anything to deal with heavies, because then he would be overpowered, wouldn't he? Well, there is a downside to this weapon, being that if you don't play this game, if you haven't played this game like often, regularly, but have been here for a while, you probably don't even know what this weapon does, because it has, including bug fixes and model changes, this weapon has had 19 different updates have changed this weapon's stats. That's not even including like separate changes to the balancing of this weapon. This weapon is probably the most changed weapon of any of them. I'm not gonna look through every single weapon to figure that out, because I have a life. There are 1,000... Oh, I'm not 1,000. What am I? Stupid? But what I actually mean is there is 157 weapons in this game. I am not checking every single balance change, especially since some of them will be useless. The Gas Faster is the only one from the Jungle Inferno update to ever get changed. This weapon has been changed a lot. This is Power Jack gameplay, isn't it? I should have gotten more clips for the Extinguisher. Well, black screen first for you lot. Black screen. Number 8. Number 8. Try to keep your feet right on the track. Anyway, on to the Power Jack. Pyro's zoomy weapon. This weapon is for Pyro when he wants to be a zoomer. This weapon for Pyro is his best melee. It is undoubtable. The Pyro's this suddenly makes him more so easily be able to just smack people in the face with his giant battery. Pyro's Power Jack is a very strong, powerful item, which also just probably should have kept its ability to, like, not random crit, because it's really strong being able to random crit and probably shouldn't have that. But its ability to increase 25 plus more health, as well as a 15% speed boost, makes the Power Jack Pyro's undoubtable best melee, whether it be for rollouts or just getting to a health pack. Those health packs may be called snipers, but hey, I don't really care, as long as it heals me. I love the Power Jack. It's the one that I use. It's a fun weapon. I like hitting people with an electrical battery because it gives me a dopamine rush. Okay? What are you gonna do about that? Stop me from going on a 5 kill streak by bashing people's brains in with a metal car battery? You can't do anything about this. I'm gonna go fast and heal up the random critting a sniper and kill more people with my big battery hammer. This is one of the... what? I'm just gonna go back to me being saying... I'm gonna speak sense now. Anyway, the Power Back is one of the most offensively powerful melees that Pyro has access to. Its ability to make you go fast allows you to pretty safely just run at people with your melee and get the kills. It is obviously not without its downsides, like the 15% damage What? A 15% damage vulnerability in just that? Well, this weapon is basically a direct upgrade from stock, because this is a very small portion of weapons does this actually have an effect in how many hits it takes to kill. I think it's just multi-hit semi-automatics and the Machina. So, yeah, this weapon isn't... That's a pretty bad stat, all things considered. Numero 3. Oh, that was so quiet!
Happy feet, combo. That ain't Falco.
This, let's go. Degreaser Gaming. I love the Degreaser. I've done this for every weapon in the previous, but I love the Degreaser. This weapon, it has a faster switch speed, so I can look like I'm going like, and I look super cool with all my combos. This is the third weapon in the Pyro combo trinity. It is a very cool weapon, as this is for the combos. This weapon pairs great with the panic attack. This weapon pairs great with the flare gun, the extinguisher, any melee. This weapon plays great with melee. Just the concept of melees, other than the hot hand. This weapon also pairs well with panic attack. All the shotguns benefit this greatly. The thermal thruster and the gas passer not so much. But the afterburn penalty has never felt like a big problem to me, because I just think like, yeah, so just don't miss. Don't miss your burning. Don't die and get a kill afterwards. Don't run away. Just keep on burning them. This weapon is purely a skill check. If you're good at this weapon, it's entirely up to how good you are at Team Fortress 2. God bless the Degreaser. But this weapon has some of the most impeccably bad downsides, like 5 more ammo from Aeroblast, and 3 less damage from burning. Just shoot them. Kill them with your gun. Your secondary. You have a damaging secondary. You're using the degreaser. This weapon is the most encouraging for you to use your secondary of any of these weapons. If you aren't using your secondary while using the degreaser, you shouldn't be using the degreaser because it becomes basically a direct downgrade. This weapon turns Pyro into a boring primary using boring class into one of the few classes which utilize their entire kit. There are very few others which do this. Pairing this with the shotgun allows you to turn into this strange fat scout clone. Pairing this with the panic attack allows you to dual wield. Pairing this with the reserve shooter allows you to bully soldiers. Pairing this with the flare gun allows you to turn into the coolest character ever in gaming history. Pairing this with the scorch allows you to stun people for easy extinguish combos. Pairing this with the detonator allows you to throw yourself at your enemies and smack them round the head with this weapon, the extinguisher. Pairing this with the thermal thruster barely does anything. Pairing this with the gas passer allows you to more easily do the wet fart combo. Pairing this with the... oh yeah, the man melter! Oh, number 2! I have been waiting to talk about the flamethrower, because I love the flamethrower. Which isn't because I love the weapon particularly, because I can't really talk about the flamethrower without talking in depth in the other flamethrowers, because then I wouldn't have anything to talk about here. So I can now talk about how much I love every bit of this weapon's design with more freedom than when I am talking about, say, the backburner, the flog, or the greaser. Now I can talk about how much Air Blast is so cool. This thing has many functions. Extinguishing teammates to gain 20 HP. Yeah, this one is pretty niche, but it's helpful. Knocking people off cliffs. Yeah, this one is really helpful because I only play on high tower. As you can see by the clips in the background, I have played off high tower twice, and one of them you haven't even seen yet, lol. And they were both against bots, by the way. Anyway, or you can use this to knock people off cliffs. Random crits are scary, so don't touch me with your melee, please, medic. And also, if demo knights, trolls, and spies are just being too scary. Also, you can use this to say, I don't know, maybe reflect projectiles. This function is one of the coolest things I've seen in any first-person shooter ever. Taking the simple first-person shooter and giving it a melee box-style reflector is such incredible game design. And it is very cool, and it might be a bit pulverizing to play against, but I don't get mad because I know it takes skill, and it also takes a lot of skill to not get reflected, so it's also necessary for Pyro to not be the worst class in the game by far, like objectively. Like, there is no contention for who would be the worst class in the game if Pyro did not have Flamethrower Air Blast. He used to not have it, somehow. But still, he was the worst class in the game by far, and there was no contention. The Flamethrower is so cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Number 1. Pyro's strongest weapon. What could it be? Oh, God, not you. Oh, and it's evil cousin. Oh, come on. No. That's such a bad ending to this video. I hate the Scorch Shot. I hate the Scorch Shot almost as much as I hate the Flog. This weapon is so stupid for spamming down chokes. You can spam it down chokes mindlessly. You can use it as your primary weapon. There is no intelligence to using this weapon. It is such a brain-dead weapon for people that are just straight up bad at this game. I hate the Scorch Shot. It is so annoying to play against. But then again, this is supposed to be subjective ranking mostly. I will say it is wildly overpowered as well as being wildly annoying to play against. The Scorch Shot is such a stupid garbage. Oh my god, I hate it so much. I hate the stupid little weapon called the Scorch Shot. It is just spam it down a choke, bully the sniper. Actually, that one's pretty funny. I do like to see the snipers getting bullied by the Scorch Shot, unless they're on the enemy team, because then they'll rage and equip the Darwin's Danger Shield, which is just as bad. I hate the Darwin's Danger Shield. The Scorch is still stupidly dumb. It is so brain dead. And anybody that says it takes skill to get a double flare, no, it stuns you in place. This is a stun weapon. And anybody defending it, if this weapon was in a different game, they wouldn't be defending it and would say this should never be added to TF2. That is exactly what they would be saying. This weapon is so unbearable. It's not even hard to hit. You can make so many people just burn on fire because you hit the splash damage with this weapon. And it also makes the detonator pretty irrelevant. Which is an actually well-designed weapon, which people like. Oh my god, I hate this thing. It is so bad. This is such a god-awfully designed weapon. Oh my god. It also pairs dummy well with the Flog, turning you into the most disgusting thing to grace this earth since, I don't know, Coca-Cola. That was a long one. This is the longest video I've ever made, and is double the amount of time I expected this to be. Also, yes, by the way, this is now what you will be seeing me as. I am now this thing. I found this on the base stickers. This is a normal sticker that CapCut has. This is apparently a frog? I don't know. I love him, but I don't know what he is. He will also be seen in all the videos now in the end, post-credits. But yeah, all that basic YouTube stuff, like, remember to subscribe. Also comment where I got everything wrong, because I know you'll do that. But please comment if you don't agree with me, because this is the second least hot take I have with these classes. This class has the second least amount of hot takes, as I would put them. Compare that to who's coming next. It's not very many. Yeah. Be sure to look out for the next one, because that will be coming out soon. This took a long time to make. I like playing Pyro. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video. This was double the amount of time I expected it to make. I hope you like this new type of content that I've been doing. Because the montages, they were kind of annoying to make. And also I want to share my opinions with the world, because some of you were just wrong. And why do so many people think the reserve shooter is such a good weapon? It's not. Oh yeah, also look out for that reserve shooter video. That will be coming out soon. Yeah. Bye.